and welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of soulofgenius.com, and you are in for a treat today. Well, I'm in for a treat today because you are here with me, and so I can't wait to continue on with the show today. Brand new show, brand new day. Listen, if your day is not going so well, it's going a bit janky, well, that's okay. I'm glad I could spend a bit of time with you and make your day maybe just a little bit better. If your day's going fantastically well, Extinct Bombs is in the house. What's up? Good to see you again. Then I hope to make your day a little bit better. But either way, how your day is, I can't wait to see you here. And to that point, if you got some guys in your house who do a lot of sports and they're kind of a little bit of stinky, you want to check out my friends at Extinct Bombs, XSTINKDBOMBS. Little air freshener targeted to the dudes who smell a bit after sports. So good to have them in the house. But I am doing fantastic. Today is another great episode of The Rundown with Ramon. We got a few things in store for you today. I'm going to talk about some AI generation tools, talk about building your ultimate freedom business. We're going to talk about some mistakes that Tesla has made in marketing, as it were. We're going to talk about the power of climbing stairs, the true meaning of onboarding and why that's so important. Talking about some privacy concerned customers you may have, generating leads on a budget, and encouraging small business owners not to ignore HR. And some more things in store for you today. So listen, it's a brand new day, brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. If you can hear the sound of my voice, put a comment, put a chat, take a selfie, let the world know you're watching The Rundown with Ramon on whichever channel you happen to be watching The Rundown with Ramon. So I'm glad you're here today. With that, we're going to get started. We're going to get started in The Rundown with Ramon because it's a brand new day, brand new show, and I know it's going to be powerful for you today. So curious as well, are you a morning person or evening person or afternoon person? When do you find the most spunk and pizzazz in your day? I'm a morning person, that's for sure. But you know what? When I'm talking to my wife sometimes, she's like, Ramon, you're really, really, really a morning person. Way too early for me. So with that, let's begin another episode of The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Glad you're here today. First up on the dock, 7 of the best AI image generators for creators and marketers. Listen, AI generation is all the rage and powerful. It is a real thing. I've been using Canva as late to generate images for myself. And before that, of course, many people use the stock photography from iStockPhoto.com and other places. Or, of course, before that, if you wanted to do so, you could just go to the good old Google image generator, or rather image library, and type in things, and it's actually stealing them, I guess, from other places. So there are some options to get images, but with the power of AI, you can create pretty photorealistic images using other tools and services. So a few things that you want to get to and look at. Adobe Firefly has an engine that helps you create images and pretty good quality based on what I see. Mid-Journey, many of us have used Mid-Journey. I've used that quite a bit of times. I'm curious what you've used for your image generation. DALL-E 3 has been used. What's up, Ramsey Jackus? Good to have you here. DALL-E 3 has been used. Jump Story, Canva, as I already mentioned, Meta AI, and Dream Studio. So there's a number of different tools you can use to create images that you want to use for a blog, for representing things, for flyers, for whatever you're doing. But image generation can be good. I must say, they look pretty realistic depending on what image generation tools you're used. I just find Canva's a bit easier. I can just type in lady at desk looking pensively and it just comes right there. But listen, using AI generation can be great as well, especially if you want unique, as it were, images. So welcome, Gian Knapp. Glad you're here today. Glad you're joining us. So AI generation, it's not necessarily the tool you're using, but if you haven't even tested or trying out to use image generation in your business, you're probably missing out. I do like the image generation features. It has nice. You can kind of dream and say, I want a female sitting on a train with the sun rising up behind her as she's sipping up a cup of coffee, typing on a laptop computer. Image generation can be good for that. Hey, what's up? What's up, Mr. Philippos? Glad to have you here. So AI generation tools that you can use for your business. That's one thing right there to keep in mind. Let's keep moving forward. Ding, 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 ding. 6 steps for building your ultimate freedom business. Now, freedom means many things to many different people. Freedom means something to me. Freedom means something to you. What does freedom mean to you? Now, I'm going to dive into here a few things you can do to create your ultimate freedom business, but I want to Pause. The world of entrepreneurship, you're your own man, you're your own lady, stick it to the man, I'm my own boss, is a absolute lie. Running your own business is incredibly difficult to do. It is filled with trauma, with drama, with letdown, with pain and suffering, and the highs and lows of income until, of course, you get it right and you reach that money level where it's going pretty well. But you do have the freedom to serve who you want, how you want, when you want, in the way you want. Now, working for a company, all those things are gone. You're working for a business. You're going to do what you're told, how to do it. You're going to have to talk to Marvin in the lunchroom and Becky near the water cooler and Jermaine in the cubicle next to you. And you may not like Jermaine because Jermaine probably talks way too much. But you get a steady paycheck every 2 weeks. So there's pros and cons to working for yourselves. But our friends at Forbes have an interesting article here talking about things you need to do as you're beginning to start your own business to live the way you want. And they say the following. One, determine your goals. What are you trying to do living this business the way you want? That's an important consideration. Number two, they say to assess where you are. Once you have the target, where do you stand right now? Do you have money saved aside that you can pour into your business? Are you going to take your savings money from your 401k or your pension, whatever, and dump that into your business? If something doesn't go right, is your wife working full-time or your husband, are they working full-time to sustain the household budget you may need? Number three, determine the key roles and priorities that are important to you. Again, our friends here at Forbes say this: for a business to function well on its own, every person within the organization needs to have clear objectives and work together around the same purpose. This is important. Number four, delegate responsibilities. What are the responsibilities that people of your team are going to do? And if you have no team, delegate the responsibilities to yourself. Begin stepping back and set up a method to monitor. You have to monitor what's going on. If you're not monitoring what's going on, that's no bueno. Number six, maintain focus on priorities. So these are just a few things. And again, this list is way too simplistic to talk about. What's up, Juan? And why? Good to see you. But this list is very simplistic about setting your own freedom. What they haven't mentioned are things like, and I would expand this to say, what does it take to start one's own business? And I would say, who are your customers? Who are you going to serve? What is their problem? Where are they at? How will you reach them? What's the systems and processes then you'll build, if it's a product business or if a service businesses, to sell to them? That, I think, is the key to doing that. And once you find those few customers, especially if you're not e-commerce, if you're selling water bottles, you need thousands of customers. But those few customers, if you're a service-based business, that can sustain you and that can carry you forward. And you do that rinse and repeat until you're growing a viable business, paying yourself well, money that you can put aside for your business, and then money, most importantly, that you can give to others, that you can use the wealth that you have through your business to give a blessing and make a blessing to others. Again, if you just joined, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon, bringing you insight and content and information to help you live your best life or start or grow your business. Teron Jackson is here. Thanks for being here, Teron Jackson, as we fill up across the streams. So this is The Rundown with Ramon. Moving forward, ding, 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 to our next point here on The Rundown with Ramon is, don't follow Tesla's marketing mistake, from our friends at Content Marketing Institute. Now, I had a slight challenge of trying to click right face from here, reading what the point they were making here. And I think there's a big, there's a fad of digging in at Tesla, possibly because of Elon Musk, him being conservative, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know. But the point here is that the tip here, Tesla throws marketing under the Cybertruck bus. 40 people recently were let go in Tesla, et cetera. They reduced the global workforce. And what the thing was is that a year into the experiment, because Tesla had never run ads before, Elon said the ads were far too generic, blaming the ads on Tesla's demise. But the article here at Content Marketing Institute says, but were they? Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. Maybe his team wasn't big enough or lacked the skills to produce amazing brand advertising. Maybe the team did magnificent work, did magnificent work, but couldn't get it approved. Maybe they did, but couldn't get it promoted properly. Today's modern marketer realizes so many things get in the way of doing good work and publishing outstanding creative work. So my point here, the takeaway from this, it's easy to blame an ad the reason why people are not reaching us more. It's easy to blame the ad. But my admonition, my caution, my thought about this is maybe it's not the ad that's the problem. There could be other things. And advertising does matter, but let's not be so quick to blame the ad. Again, this is the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. Glad you're here for a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Want to get in touch with me? DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle, or you can check me out at RamonRay.com. And definitely check out our flagship site at zoneofgenius.com. Ding, 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 ding. Moving forward, take the stairs. Studies show just a few flights of stairs per day can lengthen your lifespan. I do my best to get out and do a regular workout. Usually it's a power walk. I do pull-ups. I do push-ups. I do stretches. Gym I usually don't go to in good weather. But my point here, taking just the stairs can help you live longer, says our friends at Fortune, which reminds me, it's time for me to take a quick coffee break. It's Cafe Bustelo, and I must say, friends, it's pretty good. You should have some too. A 2023 study published in the journal Atherosclerosis looked at exactly how many flights of stairs you need to climb daily to better your, what's up, Brian Hess? To better your health, your heart health. The short answer, climbing just 5 flights of stairs per day could reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease by 20%. So the point is, our friends at Fortune are saying climbing stairs can better your health. This means you don't have to go to the gym necessarily. You don't got to be a gym rat like Brian Hess, who's all fit and fabulous. But this means that just even moving your body and eating a bit healthier can help out. So even climbing stairs, I go to San Diego at the Social Media Marketing World Summit, and there's these huge incline stairs. I take stairs when I can. When there's the option for an escalator versus stairs, I often opt to take the stairs. Now, many people can't take the stairs. They got knee issues, knee injuries. They're not healthy. But if you can just move your body just a bit, that is the way to better health. 3 stair workouts to try. Listen to this again from our friends at Fortune. Number 1. Stair interval training. What can you do? It's called stair interval training. Alternate climbing 1 flight of stairs at a controlled pace and 1 at a slightly quicker pace. Number 2, stair climbing calisthenics. That sounds like fun. Not. Design a circuit workout for yourself that includes climbing a few flights of stairs at a moderate pace and then dropping onto the floor for strength training. And number 3, again, we're talking about how you can use stairs to live a healthier life. For a straightforward workout, simply set your watch or phone time for 10 minutes and walk with a slow, sustained effort up the stairs. Gian K. Knapp says taking the stairs is a very smart way to increase your stamina. Absolutely. Amen. So listen, stairs can be a great way to your health. If you're just joining, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Thanks for joining us here today. Ding, 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 ding. Next up on the Rundown with Ramon is the true meaning of onboarding, why it matters more than you think. Our friends at Noobpreneur, this article written by Yvonne Widjay says the true meaning of onboarding, why it matters more than you think. This is important. I remember when I first went to work at Keep, company formerly called Infusionsoft by Clayton Mask. I believe I still have one of the little things that, yes, I believe I still have it here. I can try to find it live here. But one thing I always remember, how they made me feel when I joined that company. We had to recite the rules of the company. They gave me a poker chip. I don't even know how to gamble. All these kind of things they did. But just the feeling like I joined a team, the feeling like I joined a family, I will never forget the team and how they made me feel when I joined Keep. I was in Phoenix, Arizona. I flew to their headquarters several times during the year. and I joined their family. So a few things about onboarding. Onboarding means you have somebody new, you have an employee, you have a new team member that comes and works with you. What's the onboarding process like? Number one, unpacking onboarding, going beyond initial formalities. Tip number one is beyond saying, hello, good morning, Marvin. How are you today? My name is so and so forth. Susana Cabrera. It's beyond just the typical things. Fill out form 502, fill out form 503, get your taxes done. It's beyond all that. Make it special. Number two, the importance of effective onboarding. Research consistently demonstrates that effective onboarding is vital in boosting job satisfaction. Number three, key components of successful onboarding are this. And I'm curious, Susana Cabrera, what do you do when you have a new staff member, a new team member? How do you onboard them? Craig, when you have a new team member or a new client who signs on with you, I'm curious, anything special you do for them? So a few things you can do. One, define the roles and expectations. What's that taxi talk, Liz? Define the roles and expectations for new team members. Number two, what are the growth opportunities? Number three, what's the sense of belonging, that they feel? And number four, consistent feedback channels. Craig says so many companies fail at onboarding. That is so true. They just hire you. It's like slam bam, thank you, ma'am, or thank you, sir, one and done. But you don't have that Folgers. The best part of waking up is Folgers in. Well, I went too far, but my point being, it'll make you feel good. Consistent feedback channels, ongoing support and integration. So my point being, as you're growing your business, don't ignore the power of a good onboarding system, how you make people feel. Again, if you're just joining, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. We got Danette, the strategy lady, in the house. Welcome, Danette. Good to have you here. And thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. 3 ways brands can build trust with privacy-concerned consumers. There is a segment, a buddies. Ooh, Craig, I like that. A buddy system for onboarding. I had that too. There's somebody I was kind of paired with as I went through my journey. They encouraged me to shadow other team members in the company so I could get a well-rounded understanding of who else is there. Love that, Craig Caruso. 3 ways brands can build trust with privacy-concerned consumers. There are some people like me who really not concerned about privacy. I ain't stupid now, but I don't get overboard about, who has this, my credit card and all this. I got so many notifications that if something goes wrong, boom, I'll know about it quick and I'll shut that sucker down. So I'm not so worried about it. I check my finances on a regular basis. But some people are really concerned, like, ooh, why do I have to give my name? Why do I have to give my email? Even email I don't concern about. I filter my email like crazy. So the point is, though, some of your consumers are very privacy focused. What can you do about it? Writes our friends at martech.org. A few things to understand. One, make sure customers feel they're being seen and heard. This is one thing. A lot of the complaints that customers have, they just want to feel that you heard them and understand what they're saying. Number 2, build relationships with customers around their data. Don't just suck in their data, but let them know what you're doing with it, what you plan to do with it, and why you need the information. Don't abandon surveys, make them better. Surveys are a great way to understand about your customers, and you can always improve them, make them better and better and better. So the point here with this little article, this little tidbit here today, the point is, you have customers that are indeed concerned about their privacy. Do everything you can do to make them feel better. Ding, 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 ding. Again, this is the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. Started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books. I'm here to help you live your best life or start or grow your business. Let's move on to the next one. How to generate leads on a startup budget. Leads are so important. If you don't have leads, that means if you don't have prospective customers in your system, you have no business. You got to have, and I say you got to have leads coming into your business before they convert to a customer. Love it, love it, love it. Survey says that's right. Surveys sometimes fail because upper management ignores them, but when you have companies that look at the survey, it definitely can help. I know I look at my surveys and other ones do as well. The nice post here from Gian Knapp says, not sure if you're Gary Vaynerchuk says, people do this on all levels. Algorithm, they will make sure more and more people. Yes, okay, good. So bottom line here is that this is very important to understand your customers. Moving forward here, lead generation is so important. How can you generate leads on a startup budget? All right. Number 1, is the power of blogging. I blog all the time. I produce, and it's not just about blogging. Producing great content to feed your customer base is the bottom line here. So blogging is one way. Targeting the right audience, building trust and authority. Still, even with the power of AI, SEO, search engine optimization, is still important. And make sure as you're blogging, you have good titles, you have good headlines, the body, the links you're doing, and all those things are important. Number two, what about lead magnets? What are you doing to post on social and get people to click and add their email address to your funnel or to your filter system, to your system database, so that you can also build your email list? Email is important, so important. So the power of lead magnets, ebooks or templates and cheat sheets and webinars, all those kind of things are so important. Number three, the power of social media. Social media is a powerful lead generation tool, says our friends at Brains Magazine. And social media, I see that thing, hey, to get attention, generate awareness for your business. Number four, email marketing itself is a great way to generate leads, to move people up. You already captured their information, but as you serve them and educate them more and more and more, now you can give them other things that build trust, which nurtures to a sale. Number five, affiliate marketing can be an incredibly cost-effective way to promote your business, even with limited funds. Number six, setting clear KPIs, key performance indicators, a fancy word they use. What's up, Rithid Kova? Glad you're here. But where do you want to go? Are you looking at website traffic? Are you looking at conversion rates? Are you looking at cost per lead? What things do you really want to do to drive leads for your business? Leads are important. And if you don't have a specific plan you're doing that can help you generate the leads you need to do, well, that's not too good. Moving forward here, ding, 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 and Rundown with Ramon. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon, and I'm so glad you're here today. HR for small business owners, why you shouldn't overlook the power of good HR. As you're doing HR, human resources, develop a business compensation plan. And this is much bigger than just me reading it through an article. HR, taking care of your employees and the legal aspect and more, is so important. Writing job descriptions. Do you have job descriptions for everybody on your team? What about exit interviews? When somebody leaves your company, are you asking why they're leaving? Create a company mission statement. What's your company about? What drives it? Why is your company the way it is? And do all of your team members know it? Even for the small business owners, the HR, the human aspect of it is absolutely so important. Ding, 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 ding. NVIDIA is a great trillion-dollar company, and there's an interesting article, I think it's from Inc., 4 leadership hacks for a $2 trillion NVIDIA. Now, let me be clear on something. Somebody who's built a $2 trillion valued company, there's no hacks involved. There's no quick, let me scroll this blog post and I can have a $2 trillion company. It's some luck, it's execution, having the right team, and more. But I think the high level point of this is very important. And I bet we're going to learn what he did to build a $1 trillion company. We can apply to our business to maybe build a $1 million company, to build a $10 million company. So what are some 4 leadership hacks, as it were, that Jensen Huang, founder of NVIDIA, has, this chip company? 1, set your own definition of success. Stop looking at other people for how success should be done by you. What does it mean for you? Number 2, it's okay to be lazy sometimes. He says about some things, particularly taking on work that any other company accomplishes, that frees up resources to tackle the most challenging problems. So lazy with quotes around it. Number 3, stay in constant contact with employees. Don't just hide in a room, but be in touch constantly with your team. Reject top-down leadership. Your leadership shouldn't be dictating to people what to do. Yes, in some way you have to provide the roadmap, but it should also be taking input from the team that's under you because you hired them for a reason. Listen, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. I'm so glad you've been on this journey with me today. As I say on every episode, let me remind you, go to zoneofgenius.com for content like this. I remind you all the time, be clear on what is really, really important to you. Ask yourself, do you want to be in business? Do you even want to be in business? Understand there's no music, there's no soundtrack, there's no commercial break. This is life. Understand that. Are you hungry enough to get to where you need to be in business? What's up, JB? Thanks for joining. Are you hungry enough? What is your pricing like? Is it premium, or are you trying to be the cheapest vendor on the market? And last but not least, I want you to ask yourself, what do you do best? Once again, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. It's been a joy to be with you today. Thanks for joining me. If you're liking this show, use comments, use a chat, use a forward, take a screenshot, share it to your mama, share it to your daddy, share it to your cousin that you never talked to. But let people know that they make a difference in their life. Let people know they make a difference in your life. Let people know they are appreciated, because we need to hear this sometimes. And again, this is The Rundown with Ramon, and my name is Ramon Ray. Thanks for joining us.